Hello and namaste. Have you ever noticed how patient monitor internal working happens? So let's us discuss today about the patient monitor internal working. So welcome to Biomedical Diaries. So in this video today we are going to about demonstrating the patient monitor internal working. So introduction, what is patient monitor? So briefly we can know that patient monitor is the continuously measuring and display vital signals. So vital signs are the common parameters like ECG, electrocardiogram, so SpO2, saturation of oxygen, so NIBP, temperature measurement, respiratory rate, and optionals are IBP and ETCO2. So ETCO2 will measure the carbon dioxide respirations. So overview, we can say the overview of patient monitor systems. So the patient monitor has various functional blocks in which it consists of sensors and transducer interference, signal conditioning unit, analog to digital converter, digital signal processing, which we will see in the next videos of how digital signal process is being used in the patient monitor, display and alarm system, data storage. When the patient needs some data, we can transfer the data from patient monitor to USB, so power supply, or we have a power backup also for battery backup. So another is the ECG measurement. So how ECG measurement happens in the patient monitor? So there are sensors. In sensors, ECG electrodes detects cardiac potential. So the ECG electrodes are placed on the chest, leads electrode, which will detect the electrical activities of the heart. There are three electrode systems as well as six electrode and 12 electrodes which has been placed on the patient for measurement of ECG signals. So amplifiers used in the ECG measurement is high CMMR instrumentational amplifier. So filters used in ECGs are high pass filter, low pass filter, and notch filter. The notch filter uh, is regarding 50 to 60 Hz, which is being frequently asked in the biomedical Lok Seva Ayog examinations. So signal process, how signal processing is being used in the ECG. So it has a heart rate and waveform will display on the patient monitor. For the safety feature, we are using a isolation transformer in ECG. So the respiration system. So respiration monitoring is another parameter for the patient monitor. So the method used in respiration monitorings are impedance, that is thoracic impedance, that is capnography for the CO2 concentrations, as well as output is being displayed in the form of heart rate, in the form of respiration rate RR, and the waveform will display on the patient monitor. So another is pulse oximeter. So this is being very hot topics of SpO2 during the COVID. Most of the peoples are using this SpO2 in a short form like pulse oximeter. So the principle behind the SpO2 is differential absorptions of oxygenated and deoxygenated hemoglobin. So our HbO2. So the component used in pulse oximetry are two IR sensors like red and IR sensors. Red uh, has the wavelength of 660 nm, where as well as IR has 940 nm. Lead detector and photo detectors are being used. The signal path is like amplification, demodulation, DSP, digital signal processing, and the display will say as a SpO2 and pulse rate in form of like pulse oximetry. So non-invasive parameter, non-invasive blood pressure, NIBP. So the method used in NIBP is NIBP method uses oscillometry method, which is being asked frequently in the MCQs questions, as well as the component of NIBP is cough, pump, valve, pressure sensors has been used. The process involved the IBP is inflate, cause, deflect oscillation during deflation, calculate systolic, mean and diastolic pressure. So temperature measurement is also another parameter being used in the patient monitor for measurement of temperature. So the sensors used are thermistor or thermocouple. Features are continuous monitoring or dual channel. The signal pathway for temperature measurement is bridge circuit, will follow the amplifier and analog to digital converter. So this is the how block diagram of patient monitor works. So patient monitor working diagram. So these are the sensors like electrode ECG sensors. So the signal conditioning unit, analog to digital converter, ADC, then signal and alarm system, and display will show all the waveforms as well as power supply or a battery backup you can use. So the signal display. So have you wondered how the signal processing is being done in the patient monitor? So this is simply the DSP, digital signal processing, like microcontroller will compute the filtering, computation, data fusion, as well as display as the LCD display, TFT screen with waveform like 8 waveform, 6 waveform, as well as interface like touch screen or knob screen we can use. In the same way, the all-round system is also available like visual and audible and user configurable. So the data storage, this is also one of the most features being used in the patient monitor for connectivity and data storage. So internal memory, SD card or USB. Nowadays we are only using USB. So the connectivity, like we can use the patient monitor as a central monitoring systems in which we can use LAN, Wi-Fi or HL7 protocols for the connectivity of transformation of data from the patient monitor to the central data like central monitoring system, EMR system, electronic monitoring records. For the further uh, work we are using this one. So in the same way we can have a power supply. So the power supply is as a form of AC or in the form of batteries. So isolation of medical grade AC to DC converters. So compliance, it should have electrical safety compliance like IEC 60601 that ones are safety. And for electro EMC we are using as IEC 60601 1.2. So these are the troubleshootings. So why biomedical engineer or technicians are being used in the hospitals for the maintenance, preventive maintenance, and troubleshooting and maintenance of a patient monitor. So the common issue which we are facing as a biomedical engineers are the ECG noise. There is a poor electrode contact. So when there is a less contact or when we didn't apply the gel in the ECG electrode and place in the patient chest, so there will be a poor electrode conductivity. So the ECG noise will be there. So SpO2 error, the motion artifacts may be the another error for SpO2, or it may have a disconnection such as NIBP leak. So tubing fault, the tube might be leak or there is some external factors which are being like punching of a rubber band or rubber that cuff. So it will helps for NIBP leak. So what are the maintenance that should be done? Calibration should be done, battery test should be done, as well as cable integrity test, which will help the ECG noise should not be uh, come frequently in the patient monitor. So thank you so much for watching this video. We are performing and bringing more YouTube channel, like more YouTube videos regarding patient monitor, like ECG, MRI. What is difference between the 1.5 Tesla MRI, 3 Tesla MRI, as well as CT and CT scan and MRI. Thank you so much for watching this video.